What was that like?
It meant the world to me. It's obviously a blessing and a privilege to be voted by your peers to be a leader of this great football team at this great university and to be a part of the prestigious group of Notre Dame captains and the guys that came before me and well before me. It means the world to me.
You get a chance to text anyone, your mom or anything, or was it pretty much you got told and we're ready to practice?
Yeah, I got told it was right to meetings, ready to get back to work on the 2018 season.
So you haven't had a chance to talk to anyone yet?
No. You
What
guys
do
are
you
the
think
first
that'll be
people.
like to What do you think that'll be like to make that phone call? I'm sure they know already, but what do you think that'll be like to talk to your parents about?
I mean, it'll be great. I can't imagine. They're probably super excited. They made tons of sacrifices throughout my life and my little brother's life as well. So for this to come to fruition, probably means the world to them, and they deserve it.
Sam, I assume you're a SWAT team leader this offseason. Were you last year as well?
No, I was not.
Who was your SWAT team leader last year, and what did you kind of learn from him in this role?
Last year, I was a part of the Niles Morgan team during the springtime and the Austin Webster team during the summertime. So the summer and the fall time. So just learning from them, I learned how to lead, how to lead a group. And, I was second in command in both situations. So for me, it was like, okay, Sam, if I need to delegate you to do something, go ahead and do it. And, normally I felt I could take care of most tasks.
Sam, obviously without Mike and Quentin in the room at this point, you have guys coming back, but do you feel like the attitude, the mentality, does it feel the same in the room as it did a year ago, or how are things different, or how are they the same?
It's definitely a different feel in the room, but guys are gone, guys have moved on. Coach Easton's moved on to Chicago, but the standard of excellence and the standard of tradition of offensive line play here at Notre Dame is going to stay the same, and the guys understand that. They work hard, and you see guys like Mike and Q back today, and Durham back as well, and just coaching the guys, teaching the guys whatever they can, and it'll always be that way as long as we're here, and we understand that.
Sam, was this a goal for you when you got here? Hey, I want to one day be a captain, or was it not anything you thought of? Just take us through that.
Yeah, 5 years ago. Yeah, I didn't really know much of what was going to happen while I was here at Notre Dame. I knew I wanted to come here and make a positive contribution to this program and this university in any way that I could. And obviously, being a captain at a school like this it's unbelievable, unreal. And I'm just lucky to be here, and I can't wait to lead this team.
What did you think of the quarterbacks so far in terms of their leadership between Brandon and Ian?
I think they both do a great job leading two different personalities, but they're both great guys. And they've led all this offseason. They led last season, and calm and having them back there, it's really not a concern. Both of them have playing experience. They understand the game. They've had live reps against great defenses, some of the top defenses in the country. So I'm not worried about what they do. I can count on them in any situation.
Coaches we saw Avery going around doing different things. How athletic is he that obviously coach is going to try to get him on the field in some form?
Yeah, I actually chose Avery to be a part of my SWAT team. We had a little draft, and obviously Brandon was already taken, so was Book. So I chose Avery Davis, and I knew how athletic he was, so it's not a shock to me. I like to think of myself as GM of the year with regards to SWAT teams. But seeing Avery being able to do all those things, it doesn't come as a shock to me. He is a heck of an athlete, and with his ability to throw the ball, run it, and catch it, I can see him playing anywhere.
All right. Who else is on your SWAT team then?
My SWAT team, Brandon Garcia. Logan Plants was my first-round draft pick, and anybody who knows Logan Plants knows why. Aaron Banks, Robert Hainsey, Jafar Armstrong, Jameer Smith, Tony Jones, and was that 11 guys? Myself, I think that was 11 guys. Pretty sure. So, yeah, Timmy Tope Agoro. That's my other guy. He was my first-round skill draft pick. So, yeah.
What's your early impressions of Jeff Quinn as an offensive line coach?
He brings a motivational, inspirational energy to the offensive line room, and he understands the way the standard needs to be set, and going through the interview process and being able to sit in on a few of the meetings, which Coach Kelly gave us the privilege to do that, which was awesome because we understand the standard here, and 2 more first-round draft picks are probably going to be added to this group during his tenure here. So we understand that standard of excellence, and we wanted a guy who wanted to be here and wanted to coach, and that it meant a lot to him to be here. And, he's going to coach us to the best of his ability and give us 110% every day.
A couple of seasons ago, you had a couple of hiccups during the season, and Harry really stood by you at that point and kind of knew what you were going to turn into. And then in the off season, he thought you had one of the best off seasons of anybody on the team. Can you expand a little bit about that process, what happened in that time that kind of pushed you in this direction?
Of last off season or
the off season after the hiccups on the field, snaps and stuff?
It was just getting back to focusing on my craft. And when you have coaches who believe in you and teammates who believe in you, the sky's the limit for you, really. And it never questioned me. Their faith in me never wavered, and it meant the world to me because as a player, especially as a center, you're touching the ball every play, and it's going to start with you. And I understood that, and I took that role and that responsibility to not let this team down.
How many opportunities you had to lead up front last year, given that there were 2 captains on the O-line, but I think a lot of people consider the center to be kind of a leadership position in general. Do you have a sense what your style is? Are you vocal, or are you not vocal? Do you have any idea how your run as a captain kind of will look?
I really don't know. I'm just looking to make the calls, lead the guys to the best of my ability. And, Q and Mike also gave me a lot of power last year, and there's power my first year. And that it's weird for me because it was my first year starting, and I'm looking to my left, and I know Q's going to go first round. I know Mike's going to go first round. I know they're going to be consensus All-Americans. They're like, hey, Sam, what's the call? Like, you start us off. And so last year I was able to do that. They looked at me, and there was really communications from both ends because Alex Bars was right to my right, and Tommy Kramer and Robert Hainsey were there as well. So, offensive line, there's obviously, leaders, but, we have to be one set of eyes, and I think everybody plays their own role within it. And, it's going to start with the center, and it was the same way when Nick was here, so it was something I learned early on.
Sam, can you just put in perspective, going from having those hiccups on the field to being a captain in less than a year and a half, and, did you ever think back then you'd ever get to this point of how much has obviously changed that guys stuck with you and then things have turned out so well now?
I think it speaks to the resilience that you build here while at Notre Dame. This place is hard. It's hard academically. It's hard athletically, and it's not for the faint of heart. It's not left to the weak, timid, or non-committed. And some Coach Quinn just tells us every single day, and we know that. Coach Kelly instills that in us. And, I didn't really look at the time. Obviously, I was down bad. It hurt, but I just kept saying, I'm going to put my nose to the grindstone, and we're just going to see where this takes me. I'm just going to keep working every day, keep chipping away at all the goals I have set for myself.
You already graduated or studied May?
I graduated in May. I'm a part-time student right now. It's pretty nice.
The graduate courses, are they going to continue in engineering?
I'm not sure yet. I should probably start thinking about that here soon, but yeah, I'm in one class on Wednesday nights, Intro to Droid Building, so we're building a robot right now. And then, when the fall comes, it comes. Hopefully I can take some classes that if I wouldn't finish a master's degree next year, if the NFL presents itself as an opportunity. But I would like to take classes where I could come back and possibly finish it or go elsewhere and finish it in the future.
Sam, you mentioned sacrifices by your parents. Is there one that kind of rises to the top for you that they made for you and PJ?
Man, there's so many. I know I went to high school an hour from home, so my mom would be up at 4:30 every morning, and when she couldn't do it, my dad would be up. They'd take me to the bus stop, or if I needed coach class in the morning, they'd wake up early, drive me out there, drive back, get dressed, and then go to work. And it was like that for a year. I remember my mom getting a second job for me to be able to, go experience the world, go to France when I was in 8th grade with a group of students from my middle school. So it's just little things like that. My dad, not accepting promotions early on so he could be around with us, and it's immeasurable. I mean, it pays dividends now. My brother will be attending Penn State in June, so it looked like it worked out.
Anything else? Thank you, guys. Just
Oh, yeah, go ahead, sorry,
Sam,
go ahead.
how do you view the leadership qualities of the other two captains?
Well, Drew's been here before. He understands it, so he has that experience leading a team already, and a successful team at that. And, Newsom he's Newsom. He's attacking every single day. And he was one of my personal votes for captain because I see the way the guy works every day. He's insane about his work ethic, and, he truly wants to lead this team. He wants this team to be successful, and he would do anything for us. Thank you.